What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing something just a little bit different, and it involves all of my cooking stuff. I'm tired of it just sitting around on the deck, getting my deck dirty, so I'm gonna toss it all out in the yard. Every bit of it, just gonna throw it in the backyard, sort of. Let's go check it out. So we're gonna turn this right here into a new platform for all my cooking stuff. The Blackstone, the Big Green Egg, the fish fryer. We're gonna build a nice place for it right here. We went out to a home improvement store here in Pensacola earlier today and got everything that we needed. Took a little bit of inspiration from my good buddy Yak Motley because he did this not too long ago, but we're gonna bring you guys along for the entire process. And when we get done, this will be a nice 8-foot by 6-foot cooking station for us to do catch and cooks on. Let's go. While we're in the process of building this new cooking platform in the yard, I thought we couldn't be out here messing around the yard and not cooking something on the Big Green Egg. So we're gonna throw a Boston butt on the Big Green Egg, have some pulled pork, which is one of my favorite things to cook on the egg. We're gonna have that ready about the time we get the deck done, if everything works out as planned. All right, y'all, so what we're doing is a floating deck, and we're gonna use it as a cooking platform to put the Blackstone Big Green Egg and the fish fryer on. And we're gonna make an 8-foot by 6-foot. And we're using these pillars because I really don't want to put poles in the ground and set poles. So we're actually gonna build these up on these pillars. It's gonna make it a little bit taller than what I was wanting at first, but I'm okay with that as long as we can get it and make it work. Unfortunately, when we went to pick up the materials this morning, they did not have any 6-foot 2x6s, which is what I needed for basically like the floor joist. So I had to get 8-footers, and we're gonna cut them down to 6. We're gonna need 4 of the 6-foot ones, and then we need 3 of the 8-foot ones. So we're gonna have some wasted materials, but I'm sure my mom can find something to do with them and all her craftiness. All right, so you're never supposed to run a 2x6 more than, I believe it's 3 foot without a support. So I am gonna put some more of these pillars right in the middle. I'm gonna run a line down the middle, and I'm also gonna put 2 along the back and 2 along the front for the floor joist to rest on, and then we'll have all the joists in so we can start putting on deck boards. All right, so we hit our first little roadblock here. I miscalculated on our pillars. We need 2 more. So Dad and Chase are actually about ready. That is a big bug right there, y'all. So we are about ready to have Dad and Chase run over to Lowe's, grab a couple more pillars to put underneath of it, because I'm not comfortable running an 8-foot section of 2x6. Now, if I had 2x8, I think it would probably be okay on a 4-foot span, but since I only got 2x6s, I don't want to go any farther than like a little over 3 feet. I think 3 feet is the rule on 2x6s. So the ends are fine. We got those every 2 foot apart to put the floor joists in, but this big long span, I'm concerned about leaving that like that without a little bit of extra support in the middle. So we're gonna grab a couple and put them on here just to make sure that we're doing this right. Now, if you guys are sitting at home thinking, man, I didn't know CMR could build a deck. Y'all, CMR is a jack of all trades. And yes, I'm referring to myself in third person a little bit right now. I actually come from a pretty handy background. My papa could do anything with his hands, so I used to help him when I was younger. We built decks, we remodeled houses. I actually managed a paint and flooring store for a long, long time before moving to Florida and before moving into the wedding industry. So this is not something I don't know how to do, but honestly, guys, this is a pretty simple DIY project. It really is. Like, there's nothing. Mila, hush. Milo over there going crazy trying to interrupt us filming. This is a pretty simple DIY project. Once you get your bricks laid out, and we were very, very fortunate, I only had to dig out 2 different places where these pillars were, and the rest of them, everything was pretty much perfectly level. So I ain't mad about that at all. I'm telling you right now. Like Sarah said it was adult Lincoln logs. She's all excited. I tell y'all what I'll do. I'm gonna let Sarah start drilling in all the screws once we get the deck boards on, and she'll see how much this is not like adult Lincoln logs. Let's go. We got our basic floor joists laid out. What's crazy about this is the thing was almost perfectly level where we put it. We had to dig these 3 pillars out just a touch, and then this one right here, I'm gonna have to dig just about a 1/2 inch underneath of it, but everything else with it was almost perfectly level, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But hey, that's the perks of living in Florida. This ain't Kentucky where there's hills everywhere when you can't even see them. Here in Florida, we're doing just fine. Instead of going and getting some more pillars, we actually decided, Dad and I were talking about, Dad's helping me build this, and Sarah, they were throwing a little fit a minute ago because they weren't getting the recognition. But look, I want y'all turn the camera around. This is Dad's idea of helping, y'all. This is for the recognition that he wants. Sarah's camera operator. She's been helping move some concrete blocks, but Dad's over there doing like supervisor duty, so that's what he's doing. But what we decided to do, because we did want like maximum support in the middle of this so it doesn't swag or give, because we are going to have a little bit of weight on it, is we put the pillars in the middle, but rather than go back and get more, we actually took the leftover parts that I was telling you guys about earlier, and we're just going to put these here and attach them to the cross beams or floor joists and make legs out of them. I've already got one on right there. We're gonna do that on either side of these pillars. It'll have 6 different points of support on these center boards, so that'll be plenty to hold the weight that we're gonna put on this. Not to mention all the cooking stuff. The Blackstone is gonna go down here, we think. Big Green Egg and the fish fryer, all that's gonna be along the edges. So the only weight, and no fat jokes and no shapeless people, the only weight that's gonna be in the middle is me cooking and the rest of the guys. So I know that's a lot, but that's not going to be a Big Green Egg kind of weight out here in the middle is all I'm saying.
And that's why we're putting extra support in it.
I love power tools. Come on now, who don't like power tools? Those of you who ask, we did actually bring 2 of the cats up from Kentucky that we had that were outdoor cats. They're still outdoor cats here, but they're having the time of their life. They're living their best Florida life right now for sure. Oreo, you just being lazy? I want to show you guys how this project almost got derailed today at the home improvement store. So as you can see, we are building a 6-foot by 8-foot platform. Well, they didn't have any 8-foot deck boards. I don't even think they make 6-foot deck boards, so that's a no-go irregardless. So supply chain issues almost derailed our project today, but we found a way to improvise. So what we have here is a 12-foot deck board. And what we're going to do, and what we have to do, is just cut it in half. Now, obviously that gives us a little more work, but that's okay, I don't mind that at all. But because of the issue with getting lumber and all that kind of stuff, we almost got our project derailed. You know how we fixed getting our project derailed? We started making our lumber here in the good old US of A, and then it can't sit out in the Pacific Ocean, and we don't got weight on it, so we don't have a supply chain issue if it's coming out of a mill, you know, wherever they make lumber out here. So I don't know where Lowe's gets their lumber. I'm not calling them out. I'm just saying there would be no supply chain issues if we were making our lumber here. So if it's not made here, it should be. If it is, thank you, America. Somebody say America, crack a cold. Yeah, Ron. All right, y'all, so the floor joists are in. We've got the deck boards cut, and now it's just time to start screwing them down. And this is the time-consuming thing, because throwing these bad boys on here take a minute. And there we go, that's a deck. Yeah, and that's a wrap. And yeah, for all of you watching the time lapse right now, we know where the man was pretty much the whole time. That wasn't camera trickery, he just never moved. But check it out, we got her built. Floorboards are on. All we got to do is come back and put 3 screws. I've only put 1 screw in just for the sake of time and for the video. I've only put 1 screw into each board. I'm going to jump in real quick, put down the rest of the screws, and then we're going to move the grills up here. Let's go. Sarah, I want you to pan around and show everybody what you don't see out here. Anywhere. You know what y'all don't see?
There's no scraps.
There ain't no scraps at all, y'all. The only piece of scrap we're going to have is I got to trim about this much off that last deck board. And I did all this from right up here in my noggin, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Don't tell anybody. But the fact that this worked out like it did, luckiest thing I've ever done in my life. All right, y'all, we're back for day number 2. Sarah and I actually had to run out and do a photo shoot last night. So we had to break away from building the deck. We went out, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we did a really cool photo shoot last night. We had the opportunity to go out and take some pictures of Bama Beach Bum and his family with his silver play button. Now that was awesome because I know how hard he's worked for that. So just to be able to go out and be a part of that with them and capture those moments for them, we're awesome. We are about ready to do a Christmas mini promo right here in Pensacola, Florida, and it's gonna be real soon. I'll leave a link down in the description with details on that. So y'all check that out if it's something that you're interested in. And as always, while I'm talking about it, if you are wanting to get your family photos taken here in the Panhandle or anywhere along the Emerald Coast, I'll put a link to our website down below. You can always reach out to Miss Sarah and we can get you guys squared away on that. But today, it's all about screws. We got a bunch of screws we got to put in the boards of this deck to make sure she don't go anywhere, just in case we have another hurricane. And then we're gonna move all the cooking stuff up here, and then we're gonna cook us a little meal. Let's go. And that's a wrap. So all the screws are down. You guys can check it out. 3 in each board, just like it's supposed to be. About 2 foot in between each one. Probably a little overkill for this deck, to be honest with you. But I would rather be safe than sorry. So now the only thing we have left to do is take the cooking stuff from up on that deck and out in our backyard and put it right here. And that was the whole point. We had stuff kind of scattered everywhere. And we wanted one universal cooking station, and now we're about to have it.
Is your mom finally gonna have her deck back?
Yep.
That's a lot of space that she'll have after those are gone.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
This is awesome! A platform just for old Eugene's tent. Look at this, y'all! Y'all CMR, thank you! Eugene, that's not a place for your tent, bro. Well, you mean it's not for my tent? No, man, I built that to put the cooking stuff on. We're gonna cook there. Oh, man, that's crazy. This is the easy thing to move. We're gonna put the Blackstone up there first. Because this dude right here, she ain't no joke. Now I'm telling y'all right now, if you're not familiar with the big green egg, the large, which is what this one is beast.
It's
this
hefty.
thing is not light, it's heavy. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to move. But we're gonna get it over there, and it's gonna look dang good when we do.
Yeah.
Why? It's not gonna be a fate.
I said if all else fails. Like that. Hold up.
Ready?
Now she's just be rolling it.
Yeah.
This will be my time.
Help me hold it steady.
Chase the pessimistic.
Now this is the hard part. Grab this side. No, you gotta grab it from the back. Look, see where my hand is? Wait. Come on, baby. There we go. That's good.
Now go for the bed.
We'll have to clean it. Got oil scattering everywhere.
Very bottom, and you're gonna grab that. Straight. I mean, as long as everybody works together, it is. Our only casualty getting all the cooking stuff up on the deck was we did spill a little bit of oil out of the deep fryer. But that's okay, because I got some more in here, so no worries there. Now, we're going to do a little cooking. Guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this one. I know this is way different from what you're used to seeing for us, but we're going to start doing some projects on the old Cameraman Ron channel. We really enjoy doing stuff like this, And as we approach the first of the year, we're going to be doing all kinds of different stuff. We've already told y'all we're going to be camping. We're going to be doing some project stuff. We're still going to be fishing. We're going to be doing some traveling. We're just going to have a good time, and we're going to throw it on the YouTube so you guys can check it out. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. And if you're new here to the Cameraman Ron channel, we'd appreciate it if you'd smash that subscribe button 2021 style. We can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon.